Hey y'all, it's Vanna from Nebraska talking, and I haven't been on here in a while. I know, but I'm glad to be back. I haven't really, had the courage to be back talking on the podcast again, but I have built up the strength and energy and, courage and put my anxiety to the side to talk to you guys again. It is late at night here in St. Louis. It's currently 10:25 at night. So I just decided to talk to you guys a little bit. This episode isn't really gonna have I don't know, it's not really based on one subject. Just about, a couple of things I wanna hit on for a little bit and stuff like that. But make sure you guys tune in. Follow me on all my social media platforms if you like. You don't have to. But if you like, it'll be very appreciated. Very much appreciated. So, as I was saying, it's Venom. I'm back. A lot of stuff has been changing for me. Been going through so much regarding with school, family issues. I'm in therapy now. I'm going through that. I'm almost done with school, so hey, it's not gonna be long till I'm done with that stress. But I wanted to come over here and talk to you guys about a couple things before I eventually go to bed. I just first off want to talk to the girls about, relationships and loneliness, stuff like that. I've been seeing a bunch of girls lately standing their ground, which I appreciate, knowing their worth, finding out who they are, what they want, and, not settling. I've been seeing that a lot for the past few months. We don't want to settle for the bare minimum, for the girls out there, who just don't trust the men at all. I totally get it. Had a boyfriend a few months back, but that did not last long. He was in love with another girl. I thought it was me, but on Facebook he said that, but he posted another girl. Tried calling, texting him, when I replied to my calls or text messages. So yeah, I went, I was really sad. I was angry, mad, because I'm just like, why did he do this to me? Like, why didn't he just be honest and tell me what was wrong? He didn't. Plus, I said I wouldn't date no one with kids because me personally, I don't have any kids, so I just don't want to be around your children because I just don't like kids like that. I don't wish no bad on any children. I just don't really feel comfortable around kids. I don't know what to do with kids. I just don't know. But I dated him with the kid because, he seemed like a nice person. He didn't seem like, a bum or nothing. So I was fine with it. But apparently, I think he went back to the baby mama, or it was just another girl. But I do think it was baby mama. But yeah, he was just posting on Facebook how he's in love with this other girl, telling her how she was special, posting her. Never posted me or none of that. They were posting me. Tried confronting him. He wouldn't answer my text nor calls, so I had to block him on everything. And me going through therapy and all of it now, I just look back on it and be like, there's a lot of stuff I could have avoided. If your man isn't trying to post you or none of that, something's definitely going on. I know some people don't care for posting, but me personally, I care about posting. I know social media be trying to brainwash us and certain stuff like, oh, we ain't gotta be posted all the time. They know what's up. Like me personally, I want the people to know who I am, know that we're together. I want them to know who I am. I don't want to be a secret or anything. You ain't gotta post me every day, but I'd rather just, be out there and let people and have people know who I am. And none of my boyfriends ever did that. None of my boyfriends took me out on the actual day. I never got dressed up to actually go out. It's always the dudes who I just meet and go on a date with, who I'll, go out and dress up with. But as my actual boyfriends, we never dressed up to go out or nothing, which I realized that too. If your man hasn't taken you on a date, a nice date, no movies. If he hasn't taken you on a nice date at all, he's not into you like that at all. He's not into you. He's not even trying to be out publicly with you. This happens to me with a bunch of my dudes. I know this from experience. And I've been seeing it from other girls. Seriously. Me personally, I like going on dates. I'm not, and that's something I changed this year. Changed a lot of stuff. If we're not going on dates while we're together, you're not the one for me. And if you can't feel comfortable posting me or being out with me in public, you're not the one for me. If we can't sit down and have an actual conversation and not just do sexual stuff all the time, you are not for me. You know what I'm saying? If you have kids, or if you're stuck on, your old girlfriend or old flings, you are not the one for me. I refuse to be someone's second choice. I think that's what a lot of girls need to realize. Do not be a placeholder or a second choice for anybody. Do not be a placeholder for no dude, especially if he's just putting you in a place until the main person comes back. That's a waste of your time. Seriously, you don't want to be no man's second, because it's gonna treat you like the bad end of the stick. You need to know your worth, know your price, know the taxes, know everything. You don't want to be no last to no man. Because if he's not trying to claim you or do right by you, then you're just not the one for him. Took me a while to realize that maybe, I'm just not the type of, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm just not the one that the dudes want to be with. And it's sad that I say that, but I have to realize that it's true. It really is true. No matter what they say, no matter how nice they are to me, if they're picking another girl over me, I just wasn't the girl they wanted to actually be with. I'm just some girl they want to waste their time with. So I took that. It was hard to realize. So I was just like, okay, cool, fine. I'm getting myself together. I'm gonna learn my worth. I'm going to set my standards even more higher, and you won't have access to me. And I think that's what a lot of girls need to do. If you wasn't the one for them, okay, cool. It's all right. Just get yourself together. Learn your worth. Do you work on what you got to work on. Raise your standards. Be the best you can be. And make sure they have no access to you. Because I guarantee you, a lot of dudes like insecure women because they think they can do anything to them. And I've seen this play out a lot of times. And I've heard it from some dudes. They think they can do anything to them. They think they have an advantage because she's going to believe anything he says. Be so vulnerable. And some dudes even like confident women because they know what they want already. But they want to tear them down. And I just don't understand that that's so backwards for both. But no. But make sure they have no access to you. Because they're going to try to come back once they see you got everything together. And then they're going to come back and fold you down again. They're going to come back and do you wrong again. They want to come back into your life, see that you're doing better than them. Or even the girl they're with. And try to put you down again. It's not worth it. Because they had the chance. They messed it up. They fucked it up. And dudes are going to be right by women or girls that they want to do right by. Like, dudes are only loyal to the girls that they actually want, not loyal to the girls that they don't want, which I find stupid. If you didn't want her, and if you didn't want her or don't want her anymore, it's not hard to break up. It's not hard to tell. It's not hard to communicate. And I wish that's what a lot of dudes have done to me. Communicate. If you're not feeling me no more, communicate. Just don't ignore me and leave me guessing. I fucking hate that. Because now I'm going to get on you. Because now you're ignoring me and disrespecting me. I need to know what's wrong. That's number one. Communication is number one. You should always tell someone what's wrong in the relationship. What you want to change. What's the problem? What's the issue? Everyone is so quick to break up these days, but they don't want to fucking talk. They don't want to talk it out. They don't want to communicate. And me, I learned a lot from that. If you don't want to communicate, they don't want to communicate. If they're so if they're so quick to cut you off, they have someone else in the picture. Or if they don't, they're going to have someone else in the picture. They plan on having somebody else in the picture. Don't be fooled. Do not be dumb. they have someone in the picture or they already have someone they want in the picture, if they're not willing to talk to you or communicate about y'all's relationship at all. Relationships should not only be based around, sexual things. It should be based around love, genuine friendships. Relationships should feel like butterflies in your stomach. It's supposed to feel like love, kindness, being sweet, romantic, everything. No one wants to take the time out their day to be intimate. No one wants to, be romantic to each other. No one wants to just act right. Nowadays, it's all about hoes being outside, being in the streets. And I'm just like, no. I know the girls get so excited to be outside during the summertime. But I'm just like, that's all cool and everything. But why does it take for the summertime for y'all to be outside and act like y'all don't care? I mean, just act like y'all just want to be for the streets. Like, it's okay. It's okay to want someone. And, it's all right. I get it. Everybody just want to be in the streets these days. I'm just like, it's okay to actually like somebody. It's okay to like somebody. It's okay to calm down. It's okay to be in love and still have your fun with your friends. Like, I've been noticing this a lot lately. No matter what season, a certain season, they always want to be outside. And I just noticed, I've been talking about this for a while. Why does it take for the summertime for y'all to want to be outside in the streets and be single? If you already have somebody by your side, it's okay. You don't got to act like that. And I was that girl too. Like, I would have agreed with the girls want to be outside and be in the streets, but I just realized that it's not worth it to just mess up something you already got. And for the girls who are single and, they want to be in the streets, they want to be outside in the summertime, that's fine. But who's to say when you actually are going to eventually like somebody during the summertime? Like, who would say that? And sometimes I think, sometimes I'm a lonely person sometimes. So, me, I would like someone on my side, but I have really bad trust issues. They developed, lately I got really bad trust issues. I just can't like a dude at the moment. I'm just numb because dudes just don't treat me right at all. But I'm not afraid to admit, I am lonely. My biggest fear is being alone. Yeah, I'm lonely. So, if I wouldn't mind being with someone, but as far as being in the streets, I think all us girls should just let that go. Being in the streets kind of isn't okay. Because, like, I know the girl's gonna get mad, but being in the streets is not okay. It's not okay. It's okay to be you. It's okay to be with your girls. It's okay to be outside. But in the streets, being outside and everything, it kind of does. You gotta have like this certain image, booze. I know you gotta have like this certain image, babes. Don't be out here wilding too much. Have your little fun time, but don't be out here wilding too much. That's all I'm gonna say. Because when you eventually do want a man or a boyfriend, sometimes they may look at us crazy. And I've just learned, if you want respect from a dude, you gotta earn it. And if a guy wants respect from you, he has to earn it. So it's both ways. It's about how we present ourselves. I used to go to the bus stop in school looking all crazy because I just didn't care. I'm just like, no one's gonna be there. No one likes me anyway. No one cares. But I just started to dress up more. Been getting just a little attention. Not as much as I used to get, but a little attention. I'm still annoyed by it because I don't like dudes at the moment, nor girls. But I mean, if they paid attention to me, it's because I present myself in a classy way. And again, you can have your hot girl summer, still be classy, but being out here in the streets because y'all don't want to be contained by these niggas, I don't know, y'all. Y'all gotta do something else. And like I said, if you with somebody, it's okay to be out there and with your girlfriends, but don't be ruining nothing because you want to be in the streets and be outside. Because to me, sometimes it just, I don't know, sometimes I be thinking some of the girls are just lonely. And sometimes they're not happy with being single. You can be content and happy, but some way, somehow, you're going to actually eventually want someone to be with. So just gotta watch out for that. Just gotta watch out for that. It's about how you present yourself, how you represent yourself, what you put out there. Just be classy at all times. Be careful what you do. And you got the hottest hot girl summer you want. You know? And yeah. Yeah, but that's why I want to get on to, like, every time a certain season come around, y'all want to act different. And then when winter come around, y'all want to be hugged up. Like, y'all were just outside for summer. Like, what? Like, you get, like, I don't know. Is it because I get to wear anything y'all want in the summertime? You can wear anything you want in any season. I just never understood, like, why the summertime y'all got to act up and act different. But it's okay. But then the wintertime come, y'all want to be hugged up and all the dudes is gone. But me, honestly, I honestly don't care about dudes. It's a long story for me. But as long as you know your worth, that is fine. Because I'm going to tell you now, a lot of dudes hate smart girls. They hate smart girls. They want girls with these small little Peabody brains just so they can manipulate them and do whatever they want to them. And that's not fair. Why wouldn't you want a smart, educated woman? Why would you want a dumb, small-minded woman? And that's only so they can manipulate the girl and tell them everything and do whatever they want to do with them. And I just hate that for girls these days. Or dudes, if you would have a way I rock. I just hate that for anybody, you know? Because as soon as that girl, as soon as the small-minded girl knows her worth, she's smarter than ever, the dudes are instantly upset. They're hurt. They're hurt because they have no one to control no more. They have no one to run around no more or call no more. Because believe it or not, niggas hate when they lose their favorite freak or their favorite girl to control. They hate that. Because when they leave and stuff, they get so butthurt. And they can't find another. And I think that's why, when dudes get older, dudes just be having so much sex these days. And they may have, the best time with this certain girl. And they try to find it in other females. And they can't find it. So I think that's one reason why dudes have such a hard time committing to people, because they be with so many different people and they can't find that one girl who does it the same as the last girl. And I think that's why they have a hard time committing. That's another reason I think so, in my personal opinion. Because, it makes no sense for all these dudes to be, in their 30s and 40s and they still can't settle down. Y'all be passing up all these good girls, but y'all want the girl with the best cooch, which is dumb, really. I get it, but why not get a girl who has a head on her shoulders, who's very smart, educated, who knows what she wants to do, who knows her goals and her aspirations, who is loving, romantic, supportive, motivated, all just about her and you. Why I gotta be about the best cooch all the time? I just don't get it. A lot of dudes are just so ungrateful these days. This is why I personally just stopped dating right now. Because dudes are so ungrateful. No matter what the heck you do for these men, they're ungrateful. They're going to try to find something in someone else. And when they can't find it or find the right one, they'll be butthurt because they be so mad when they lose something that was good to them. Some dudes are, some dudes aren't. But It's like you can't find the same thing in everybody. You can't. When you have something good, just take it. Take it. Just take it. Because you don't know when you're going to get that same feeling back. You know? And a lot of these dudes out here, like I said, a lot of these dudes just want sex, and that's about it. They don't care. And when they get intimate, they don't care about how they treat the women's bodies either. They just have sex to have sex. It's like having sex is like, it's more than just a physical feeling. It's an emotional and mental feeling, especially for females. We catch feelings sometimes. We feel a certain way when we see with different girls. Them soul ties and swapping souls are something serious, because it hits us harder than the dudes. It's like everyone just have sex, but no one actually takes their time during the process, or takes their time building up to the whole process, because they just want to get it done and just do other shit, like do other stuff, which I just find ridiculous and unfair. But that goes what I was saying before. Dudes are going to do the right things they want for someone they actually like or love, either one. But a lot of dudes are not even trying to put effort into, intercourse these days. They're not. And then they also want to talk about she was dry. She wasn't, like, that's your fault, sir. Like, seriously, you have to learn a woman's body and a woman's body language. And I think that's important for anybody. Learn the human body and the body language, especially in an intimate way, especially the dudes. If you don't know how to please a woman right, you don't need to be having sex at all. Sorry, you just don't. Learn their ways, like, seriously. Talking about she was dry, she wasn't this and that. Like, that's your fault. Learn what foreplay is. Like, it takes a long time for a female to actually get in that certain mood. And then I hate when dudes say, her stuff was loose, It was like throwing a hot dog down the hallway. And I'm just like, first of all, you idiots. A female vagina closes and tightens back up over time. Now, it may be different if she just got through seeing somebody and she came straight to you. Now, that may be different. But the next day or two, it's going to tighten back up. The vagina is not going to be loose forever. It always tightens. I hate it when dudes always said that. As soon as I learned that, I'm just like, so why they always complain about her stuff being loose? It's because the girl either had somebody before him, like right before him. That's why. Or she could have been doing something else. She could have been doing her own personal things with her own stuff she got. Maybe she had toys or something, but the female vagina always tightens back up. It does. And sometimes, it's just always best to learn a female body. That's all I'm going to say. Always best learn a female body. And the dating generation these days isn't good either. The dating in this generation isn't any better either. No one is dating to marry. Seriously. And marriage isn't lasting a long time either. Which is sad, because marriages still last like 15, 20, 30 years. Nowadays, after 30 years together, people are divorcing. After a year or two, people are divorcing. Even in relationships, a year or two, people are breaking up. People are breaking up. And it's like, what is in the water we're drinking? Nothing lasts, and it's scary. It's scary, And I know some people want to date to marry, and some people are just in it for the fun of it. And like, I understand both sides. I do. Me personally, I would love to date to marry, but a lot of dudes just aren't interested in me like that. And I can't force them to be interested in me, but it is kind of hard out here being a plus size girl when dudes are only attracted to just your chest size, and that's the only reason why they want to see you and stuff like that. So it is kind of hard for me, but I am planning to date and be with someone for more than 8 months, because all my stuff lasts 5 to 8 months, and I hate that. So I would love to date to marry, but the time will come when it comes. It's like people don't put in the work anymore. You like somebody, you take them out, you do all this stuff for them, and all of a sudden you just stop. Not only are you wasting the other person's time, but you're wasting your time too. You are. You're wasting your time. If you have no intentions of furthering your future or friendship or relationship with this person, stop the communication right away. Seriously, that's all it is. That's all it is. That's all it takes is a simple conversation. And then dudes wonder why girls be on their ass all the time, because like, you don't know how to communicate. You don't know how to talk. You don't know how to show emotion. And it's like, you can do all of this. Everything could be avoided if y'all just talk, show emotion, and just listen. But dudes think they know everything. And I understand. Girls think they know everything too. But if your girl has a problem, you need to listen. And if you have a problem, you need to communicate. Learn how to talk. Seriously. That is all we ask for from both parties. You know, and dating out here, dudes just want to take you on a couple nice dates and hopefully get something in return. Like, why can't we just date to just date and have something genuine? Why can't we just do that? Seriously. Like, I'm sick of going on dates with dudes, and as soon as he gets what he wants, you know, the dating isn't the same, the communication isn't the same, and he just disappears. Then when it comes back months later, like, no, that's not how it works anymore. You're either going to respect me, or not even that. You're just either going to continue to date me or not, talk to me or not, or you're going to respect me or not. Like, seriously. And you know, some dudes are like, you know, if the girl's willing to have sex that quick, then we don't have as much respect for her. But I'm just like, okay, but you guys are down with it. What that says about y'all. The same stuff y'all think about us, same thing you think about y'all. Y'all was down with it. It was your idea. It says a lot about you. You know? And it's a lot of diseases and infections in the world. These guys are less likely to go to the clinic to get checked up. A lot of dudes are. They don't even go. Seriously. And you don't have to have a certain doctor. You can just go up there and just get a testing for it. And that's scary too. They don't know their status. Whether it's a STD or a human immune disease. Either one. And you hopefully, if you do get something, you better hope it's something you can get rid of. Because if it's not, then your life is practically over. I know y'all see all these commercials and stuff, people with HIV, and you know they live longer, which they do. The medicine these days, it's immaculate. You live longer, seriously. But with all the money people put into the HIV awareness, it should have already been a cure for it. I don't care. It should already be a cure for it. But, you know, people do live a little longer. But still, can't get rid of it. So you got to live with it. Can't get rid of it, you know? And that's devastating. You can't have intercourse no more. You can't have relationships no more. Even though some people do. But you got to be a real careful person to even do that. I would be so skeptical. I just couldn't, you know. People like these girls and guys need to be careful who they're with. You niggas, y'all want to be with every girl in the world. Protect yourself. And you ladies, you want to be in the streets and have a hot girl summer and stuff and be outside. Protect yourself too. Avoid these pregnancies and diseases. A lot of these nurses aren't treating us black women right in the hospitals during pregnancies or labor. Protect yourselves. Seriously. You know, this stuff is serious out here. Stuff is very serious. Make sure your partner is tested. Know his status. I think that should be talked about before anyone gets together. You know? I think that should be talked about with any person at all. So, all the stuff y'all be claiming to do, and then y'all want to be loved up during the summertime, during the wintertime, like, no. And why does everyone want to wait to get in a relationship to stay off social media? Like, you can start that now. You do not got to be on social media all the time. Right now. Why take out to be in a relationship to get off social media? I always hear, when I get with the right person, I'm going to be ducked off. Like, you can be ducked off right now. Why I got to take another human being for you to be ducked off the internet? And one of my friends, I haven't seen him on the internet in a while, and he just hit me up one day checking on me, and he was like, yeah, his girlfriend kidnapped him, ha ha ha. And I'm just like, dude, you have a life of your own. You can control your life. You do not gotta be on social media just because your girlfriend said so. And I get it. I get the thrill. I get it. But y'all got your own. At the end of the day, y'all got your own lives. Y'all can control what y'all want to do, Excuse me. But yeah, that just always confused me. You know what I'm saying? And, it's hard to trust a lot of these people. They have hidden animosity towards you. They're not really interested in you, so they find interest in someone else. And it's heartbreaking because you thought that person was into you, and the whole time they're just using you or just lost the feelings in there to somebody else. And they won't even tell you. You got to figure it out on your own. And that's cold-hearted, and it hurts a lot. Been there before. It gets you in the dumps. I've learned a lot. I think I think we're doing a good job with not accepting the bare minimum. If a nigga wants us, we are demanding dates. I'm not meeting you at your house. I'm not meeting you outside my house. We're not saying no car. We are going on an actual date, meeting in a public place, something. Don't do the bare minimum. Try. Communicate your feelings. How do you feel about this, that? I need to know everything. Don't be nonchalant, because I'm going to assume that you have no feelings at all. And I know some dudes are like that, but for me, I'm not accepting the more nonchalant men. I need you to show some emotion so I can know, how you're feeling and what's wrong. I'm not fixing you up for the next person. Come in the relationship prepared, healthy, and just ready to love someone. I don't want to be in the relationship with an overly insecure man. Been there before. It was horrible. Do not be overly depressed. I get everyone has their moments, but get most of that stuff figured out before you get with anybody. That's for both parties, men and women. Why would you put all that responsibility on another human being that's supposed to be adding to your goals and stuff? Supposed to be adding on, not doing the rest of your work. Supposed to be partners. She's not supposed to be, your manager. No. Supposed to be your best friend, partner in crime, not a manager, nothing. Come prepared already. Cause if we have to fix you for the next girl, you're gonna leave us because you only use us for closure. Now you're going in there as you're fully prepared with the next girl. No. And even if you are prepared because someone else fixed you and you come to me about it, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know. Because at the end of the day, if someone fixed you or not, you got to find it in your heart to love yourself and see what you need to do. That's for men and women. See what you need to do on your own, by yourself. See what flaws you have to fix. You know? Everything. And it is okay for a man or a woman to be with a man or a woman who has money. That's not gold digging. It's not. Let's get rid of that. Gold digging is someone who just uses you for money and spends all your money and takes it. That's gold digging. Wanting to be with someone with money when you have your own money too, it just adds on to the wealth or whatever. Seriously. Why would someone want to be with a dude with no money and have him rely on the girl all the time? That gets tiring. I'm not your mom, your dad. You're not my child. Literally. I'm not babysitting no one. Okay? Like, seriously, something wrong with that. You know? But I'm about to go to bed. I just wanted to touch on a few things. I'll talk more about all this stuff another time. But I did want to come back on here because it's been a few months and everything. But, like I said, my name is Vanna. Hit me up on any of my social media accounts if you guys want to join or have a suggestion. And I will catch you guys later.